Hello, today we'll be speaking to Supriya. She's a RJ and a programmer at Timber Media. She's going to tell us a little bit about both of these. Hi, Supriya.
Hi, Aman. How are you?
Good. Can you tell us, how did you really get into this job?
I think it was great luck, first of all, because I studied journalism and psychology and English literature. And after that, I wanted to get into something that was kind of creative. Definitely knew I wanted to write, scripts, creative scripts. So I thought advertising would be it for me.
Yeah.
I did realize that I have a voice for it. Of course, now I'm sounding very nasal. That's not how I sound. But I thought, something related to voice as well. So I happened to come across an audition for World Space, and I auditioned and got through. And that's how, it's about 7 years now. And
Okay.
yeah, I've been in radio and media.
Yeah. So, as an RJ, what is it that you really do on a day-to-day basis?
There are parts to my job, but as an RJ, if you want to, zoom into just that aspect of
Yeah.
my job, as an RJ, it's really important to connect with your listener. So whether it's a news show that you're doing, or a music show that you're doing, or like a comedy show, or even community radio, just basic information, whatever it is, it's really important to connect with your listener. So that's something that you tell yourself, and after a point, it's just natural. You just get in front of the mic, and then you just know that you want to talk to people, and you realize that you're having a conversation with one person and not like one entire group.
Yeah.
So you never say, hey people, how are you doing? Because you're not like standing on a stage with a mic and emceeing a show. Radio is a very personal experience. So like people are listening to it on the phone, or it's playing, but it's in their house, or it's in the car, so they're like alone and they're listening to you. So I can't be like announcing stuff, because then they're just going to be like, oh, okay, she's just announcing something.
It doesn't have a personal touch.
Right. But if you get personal, and if I say, hey, you're sitting there and you're listening to me, and I'm wondering, okay, you're stuck in traffic, and you really want a good song to kind of make you feel like at least the 10 minutes that you're standing there without moving an inch is worth it, because you got to listen to these two songs without having to worry about changing gears or driving. Then he's going to be like, oh my god, yeah, actually I wouldn't mind that, Supriya. And then I play him songs, and he's going to be like, my god, thank you for that. So that's something that is really important when you look at RJing as an option. And of course, if you're playing music, then obviously you need to know your music, you need to speak about your music, and know what's involved in it. And the most important thing is for you to appear or to come across as someone who knows what you're talking about. If I'm just going to be reading out of Wiki, people are going to like spot me in no time, because they're going to be like, that sounds really bookish. So if I know something and if I feel for it, then automatically the way I speak about it is going to be great. So, this is a profession for people who feel for music, and, who really believe in music. You can't fake such things. Yeah.
Just getting to that, do you feel there's any other attributes and things which people would need to do this job?
To be an RJ?
Yeah.
See, first of all, you need to have a voice that's clear. Not to say that people with voices that are not so clear cannot give it a shot. There is, always stuff that you can do to improve your voice quality or, voice clarity. But that being one of the things, the other thing that's really important, I think, is to feel for what you're doing. If you don't have the passion, if you don't feel for it, it's just going to be a job at the end of the day. And I think media is just so creative, and it gives you so much of an option, variety in terms of what all you can do and in how many different ways you can do each thing. I think it's really important to have that passion. So get into media only if you totally feel for it, not just because it's cool.
Okay. And is there any professional training or such which you need to undergo to do this job?
Personally for me, I haven't undergone any training. This is how I've been, and so once you start speaking, once you start hosting shows, then you kind of get used to it. But if you really want to improve your diction, or you want to perfect the way you say certain things, change your tone, because there are some people who fall into a pattern like na 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 na. So if you want to break those kind of things, then yes, you could go in for voice coaching. Once in a while, it's always nice to kind of update yourself with what's happening in your field, but that's really not a prerequisite, if you ask me. I think more than anything else, it's your passion for wanting to do this.
And what's your favorite part of doing this job?
The fact that you have people out there who are listening to you and they respond to you, so you realize that's a human connection. Unlike many other jobs where you're just doing stuff, and feedback may not be in the way that you get it in like when you host a radio show. Here people are listening, they're connecting with you, and you form a bond with them, which is just so special, because you haven't even met these people.
Exactly.
They don't even know what you look like. They only listen to your voice, and if they can connect with you on that level, it just tells you so much about yourself that all it took was my voice to break into that man's or that girl's life. So if I actually meet her, we could actually have a great rapport. So I think that's a very fulfilling thing for an RJ.
Okay. Thank you so a lot. I'm sure anyone who watches this will be really thrilled.
Yeah, good luck. And it's a great field. So if you choose to do this, then do it with your 100%. It's good fun.
Okay. Thanks.